Welcome back, adventurers, to Let's Play Final Fantasy II. In the last episode, Fynn, Maria, Guy, and Leon had fled from their hometown of Fynn. Unfortunately, they were chased down by 4 of the Dark Knights belonging to the Palamecian Empire. Fynn, Maria, and Guy were rescued by Hilda and brought to the town of Altair, where the rebels are massing. But unfortunately, Leon is still missing. Whether or not he has been killed or captured remains to be seen, and the only way to find out is by returning to Fynn itself, which is a very tall order, because we have to make our way there on foot, dear adventurers. And of course, there be monsters. Monsters such as these hornets here. And of course we get different battle music from Final Fantasy II. I believe each and every Final Fantasy game has its own unique battle themes and boss music. Yeah, I believe Final Fantasy II actually has boss music compared to the first one. But time to explain a few things that I didn't really explain in the previous episode, is that things work quite differently in Final Fantasy II. Because you don't necessarily level up the normal way through level experience, I bet you're all wondering, how does your health increase? How do you get more MP? How do you get more stats, and so on and so forth? Well, it actually has to do with a lot of what you actually do in combat, in actual battles. For example, attacking, or, selecting that you're going to attack will actually increase one of your abilities for strength or agility or something like that. Taking damage could actually result in you actually gaining more HP as a result. The same is true of MP. The more MP you use in battle, the likelier you'll actually get to increase your MP after battle. And a variety of different skills. Also, interestingly, using magic, we can actually have the opportunity to cast on everyone with the basic cure spell. Now, I actually want to increase cure as much as possible at some point, but I'm actually going to have everyone attack for the time being, so that they actually get that particular stat increase. And everyone's pretty competent there. And unfortunately, Maria got poisoned, which is, well, mildly annoying, but as you can see there, it disappeared because there are 2 types of poison in Final Fantasy II. There's regular poison, which lasts until the battle ends, or during the battle. And then there's envenomed, which is when you have to use an antidote. But unfortunately in Final Fantasy II, the whole, if an enemy gets defeated by one party member and another party member is slated to attack it, it will still miss, kind of like the original Final Fantasy. And victory is ours, and the characters run across the screen. Didn't get any stat increases, but we got Gil there, and that's an airship flying around. Maybe we're being watched by the Empire. I should, well, interestingly enough, we have our character party selection screen with select, but this time we actually have front and back rows, like so. Right now everyone's in the front row, And now Maria is in the back row, where she cannot actually be hit by, well, she can still be hit with magic, but she can't be attacked by enemies so long as Furion and Guy are in the front row. We saw a demonstration of this particular instance during the battle with the Dark Knights in the previous episode. I was going to say we got 62 gil from that, which is kind of interesting. Unfortunately, we didn't really get any sort of stat increases there, so on we go. And more hornets. Joy. I think I'll have Furion cure Maria for the time being. Maria, since she's armed with a bow, can still deal damage, and she has the added bonus of not being able to take damage at this point. And I'll have Guy attack the other hornet. The bow doesn't do a lot of damage, but, well, it is, well, it has its uses at some point. And Furion, since Furion used some MP, there is the very real possibility that, don't actually have him, actually no, I won't cure Guy just yet. There is the very real possibility that Furion could get some more MP from this battle, and there's a possibility that Guy could get HP from battle. 15 gil, and no chance. And lo and behold, there's a town over here that we can enter in. Didn't really get a chance to see what this place was called, but let's see what this is. Gatia. Fynn is just below the lake. I think it's actually supposed to be Gatria, but yeah, that's the way it's spelled. Now if we go into the inn here and seek to rest and recuperate, 2 gil a night, because as you can see here, well, Furion and Guy don't really need that much health and MP restored. Yeah, staying at inns can actually be quite frugal, unless of course you're heavily injured, in which case it could become rather expensive, and I believe these people sell the exact same thing. It's rather unfortunate. Well, useful, but still the same. There's some people over here. Fynn's castle has been taken by the Empire. Their minions prowl around town. It's dangerous. Yeah, we heard all about Palamisia's monsters, in addition to the monsters that are their knights. There's a bar at the edge of Fynn. The owner houses a dying man who somehow escaped from the Empire. But that could either be one of 2 people, or a third. There are 3 possibilities. Either it could be Leon, who somehow managed to escape on his own. It could be Scott, Prince Gordon's brother. Or it could be some other person who was being held prisoner by the Empire. Now, I could go into that house up there and I might go back for it at some point. Altair and Gatrea have been saved so far, but what will happen if Empire's warship is completed? I should also mention that the town of Palm across the river, which we need a canoe to reach, is actually supposed to be Kowloon, not Palm. It's Palm because this is the NES version. And more leather equipment, which we don't need at all. Back we go. A few slight emulation glitches in this episode here and there. And this is the shrine. Very small compared to the other one, but since we don't have anyone who needs reviving, it's well, we'll leave it alone for the time being. I was also going to say that I might not edit out most of the random battles this time, because Final Fantasy II actually has a quite unique sort of way about going about things. Javelin, broadsword, axe and bow. We don't need any of those for the time being. I think we're just gone in a full circle here. See if I don't think we can. I think we've spoken to everyone here. And I'll just pause the video just to see if I can get rid of the simulation glitch. There we go. Well, that's kind of fixed it. Kind of being the operative word. But yeah, this feels a lot more smoother than the original Final Fantasy. Back we go. I believe Fynn is just over here yonder. We have some more monsters to deal with. Such as these, leg eaters. I'll try and get some damage going here. I'll eventually get some spells from Maria, and that leg eater just ran away. Because Maria actually has a considerable amount of intelligence, which is useful for her when it comes to wielding spells such as fire, ice, and lightning, which will be very useful. But for the time being, I'll just have everyone with their default equipment there for the time being. Dealing damage. And another victory. 36 skill. Now, we could try to check the world map, but alas, we don't have one. Yeah, we're gonna have to find a map at some point, and also, interestingly enough, we actually do have carte blanche to sort of wander wherever we please. Our main objective is to head to Fynn, which is where we're going right now, and infiltrate inside, behind enemy lines, but there are places we can actually wander into, but I'd advise against it because of the fact that we literally can wander into areas which will pretty much have monsters that will devastate us to absolutely no end. Almost there to Fynn. And there's another enemy, the Goblin. A familiar Final Fantasy enemy in the classic. And Maria actually managed to do 4 damage. And another victory for us. Hooray! Nobody gained anything from that. I probably should have I'll probably use one more cure on Guy, so that hopefully Furion can get more MP, just in case. Yeah, Furion's pretty much going to be kind of like, instead of just a vanilla white wizard, he's pretty much going to be a sort of knight in this instance. 12 more gil, and nothing else. Oh, and horde of monsters. 3 hornets and 3 leg eaters. If we had some spells for Maria, we could actually use some magic here, but we don't have any for the time being. And anyway, we're not going to be staying in Fynn for much longer. We're going to get in, get whatever useful information we can, and then return to Altrea, Rebel HQ. And report back to Hilda, what we found. Those hornets can still poison, and I don't want to hit my own party members. Oh yeah, I can't target the, that's me trying to target the two hornets in the back row. I can't really do that because of the three enemies in front here. That's why it was bouncing around like crazy. And you ran away, which means Furion's attack is useless. Thank you for that. He still gets the stat bonus though for committing to an attack. You can actually abuse the hell out of this by selecting fight and then cancelling your attack and then selecting it again and doing this over and over and over again. And now that those enemies are out of the way, we can finally attack these two hornets in the back row. That one missed, the guy also missed, which is very unfortunate, and everyone is missing. And the guy got poisoned again. Not that really matters at this point. I want Guy to get some HP. And I should probably heal up the next time we get into battle. It's more useful to heal in battle. And Furion gained vitality and health, and so did Guy gain vitality as well. So here we are in Fynn Castle, and the doors are shut to us. And there's that airship again. I certainly hope we get an airship soon. And that one belongs to the Empire. Now we are back in the town of Fynn. Very bitter memory for Furion, Maria, and Guy, because this is the very place which they fled to begin with. As the Palamecian Empire burned it, well, set it on fire, but as you can see it's not entirely burned to the ground. But there are people around here, people that we do not want to talk to under any circumstances, because these are Imperial troops, and if we talk to them, they will attack us, and unlike the time with the Dark Knights, Hilda will not be around to save us a second time, as she and her entourage are back in Altair. Or Altair, sorry. And of course there are shops, but everyone's in hiding, out of fear of the Empire. Yeah, literally do not want to talk to any Imperial troops, and there are monsters. There are actually monsters in this place. And since we have more MP, it's time to don't heal the enemy, heal us. Thank you very much, Furion. Have Maria and Guy do some more physical attacks. Build up their strength. Eventually I'll have enough gil to purchase a fire spell for Maria, which will come in quite handy. Running low on MP there for Furion. Time to shout in pain. There we go. And of course Maria missed, because she's not really that accurate with the bow just yet. And after this battle I will actually show you the, proficiency with the weapon skills at the moment. And we should cure... Actually no, won't cure Guy just yet. No, that's a bit of a stretch, but he can handle it. He's got plenty of health. And that lady ran away. Hopefully Furion can defeat the last one. Thank you, Furion. Victory is ours. Huzzah! More gil. Intelligence went down, but power went up. That's probably not a good thing, since we've been using a lot of melee attacks. But yeah, depending on what you do, if you use a lot of physical attacks, your power, your strength can basically go up at the cost of your intelligence. And as you can see, since Furion is equipped with a broadsword and bow, he is currently at 19 on both of those. As for Maria, she's on 22 for her bow. And Guy with his axe is also on 22. If we check Furion's magic level, he's on 12. Yeah, we still have a long way to go before we get to level 2 on those things. But well, there's a magic store, but there's no one here to sell to us. And well, there's the pub over there, but we actually need to find a way to get to it. And we can't do so from here. We need to actually find a way around, which I believe involves going around this way. And Furion, I will have you kill Guy because I want to have more health. And Guy and Maria will still keep dishing out melee damage as much as possible. Almost out of MP for Furion. I'll need him to rest at an inn at some point, because I'm not paying Gil for... Actually, you know what? I'll use that last MP just to hopefully get some more... to increase his MP at some point. Yeah. Final Fantasy II does have a very interesting sort of proficiency system here that fully relies on you being able to absolutely customize everything that you do. And he's poisoned again. That shouldn't matter. And Furion gained some MP. Marvelous. Now he has 10 MP, if only we could rest at an inn. But fret not, adventurers, for we can actually go through a back way here to the rear of Fynn, and go along this wall here to the pub. And we can enter in here, and there are more Imperial soldiers inside. Don't talk to them, just ignore them. The person at Galtrea said that the barkeep was here, and we'll talk to him. Don't enter behind the counter. Why are these Imperial soldiers always so rough? Gumble gumble. That's actually supposed to be grumble grumble, and that's actually supposed to be Imperial with an E. But we might whisper the password and hope that none of these troops are listening in. There's a passage behind the wall. A dying soldier is waiting inside. Well, let's go find him, shall we? Through this hidden passage behind the bar, which fortunately none of the troops know about. But have a look at this wounded soldier. Could it be Leon? No, it's not Leon. It's definitely someone else. Relax, friend, we are not with the Palamecian Empire. And it's Scott, the brother of Prince Gordon of the Kashuan dynasty. Indeed, we've heard of you. But unfortunately, he too has been grievously wounded. Tell Gordon to have more pride in himself, for he has a special talent. And the reason Fynn was taken was that Duke Borden betrayed us, and he's now a general for the Empire. That's unfortunate. And there is a confession of love here, but he doesn't want us to pass that message on, since he literally is on death's doorstep. And Maria is inquiring about Leon, who apparently is her brother. Rather unusual time when this man is clearly dying to inquire about that, but we're probably not going to get another chance to get any more information. And we have a ring from Scott to give to Hilda. But alas, well, we received the ring from Scott, but he is now passed on from this world. He has succumbed to his wounds, and there are 3 treasure chests. They all contain potions. Marvelous. Although, weirdly enough, items do not stack the way that they did in the previous Final Fantasy, which is going to make item management a bit of a tricky beast there. But, well, we found, well, Scott, who is now passed on from this world, and we really have nothing more to say or do here in Fynn. We shall, well, we'll make our escape. And I believe I'm going to save for the time being. I can only do that on the world map. So, let us leave. We shall save here on the world map, just to make sure our progress is maintained. And also, speaking of the world map, if we once again try B and select, we get a map of the world, because the game doesn't tell you this, but that ring that Scott gave us allows us to view the world. And, well, as the map moves very, very, very slowly, very slowly indeed, but there is Fynn, where we are right now, and that continent, that peninsula below us is where Altair is, and I believe Paloom is just over that lake, just northeast there. But, well, we have a map that we can finally look at, even though I'm pretty much going to be relying not just on this map, but also the Dawn of Souls map as well, because it has a lot of legends of areas where, so that I know exactly where I'm going at certain points. So, when we return, adventurers, I shall see you all again at the Rebel headquarters in the town of Altair, and hopefully I should have gained a few more proficiency experience by then. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.